Here we are, 2020, where the whole world didn't stop and everyone's in a clusterfuck. Currently I'm in film school, but you know, given with what's happening this year, I haven't been able to exercise my creativity, as well as work with the people who are in the film school. So what could I do at this point? Well, the least I could do is document my filmmaking journey from 5 years ago up until today. Since I've made 20 movies during the 5-year span, a majority of which are homemade movies, that number is about to change. So I present to you my 21st movie, Firecone 21. "2015. After a boring assembly at school talking about picking subjects, I decided to give media a try with my mate. Since what was involved was making your own videos to present, I took that as making your own movies, so me and my mate thought it was worth a shot. John Carpenter and Wes Craven played a huge part that year, so the movie that I made, The New Halloween, was a mix of the two filmmakers' style. Unfortunately, we were working with primitive school laptops, so this pretty much made editing a nightmare. The result was a clunky mess that, on the day the student films were being screened in our media class, I did not watch it. I had my head down the entire time. I was that embarrassed. At the end of the year, my media teacher had asked me if I wanted a copy of my movie on a USB or a CD. I said no, I don't like how this movie turned out. It's shit. Delete it, do whatever you want with it. I don't want to see it again. That was me thinking at the time. I'll probably never see it again, not in a million years. And man, was I wrong. A year later, a good friend of mine had kept all student movies in a USB drive from the year before, and in that USB had my movie in it. And so I asked her, hey, is it cool if I have that movie? She said, sure. Every now and again, I like to watch this, knowing I didn't stop making movies after this amateurish film me and my mate shot during class time, but it's something I'm still very fond of. After 2015, I made the stupid decision to not take media again. You know, that led to 1.5 years of not doing anything filmmaking related at school, but that's not to say I did filmmaking outside of school in my own time. So not long after the school holidays kicked in 2015, I had just got into Star Wars, going through the prequels, the originals, and The Force Awakens. I got the urge to make a Star Wars movie. Unscripted. I won't talk about the plot because of how complicated and embarrassing it is, other than the fact that it was New Year's Eve, I was switching between two different characters, and it was a hot day. And I was editing on this piece of shit software as well. This, of course, ended up being my second movie right after my school project. This movie here was made in early 2017. I wasn't in media class yet, and this film in a way represented my undying hunger to get into media class again. So halfway through 2017, I left VCal and made the move to VCE. And there, I did media from then on up until my final year of high school. This movie, It Stalks, represented my satisfaction of getting into media class despite how troubled the production for this film was. This here, the night of October 31st, 2016, was pretty much me saying yes, I want to do filmmaking. I put my heart and soul for this movie for my final year of 2018. It was a shame that a screening of everyone's movies never happened in the class, but nevertheless, I consider this to be my best film. At least for now. The part where you see me getting hit by my cousin was actually him hitting me. I let him hit me with a PVC pipe to make the fight scene more realistic. That's how dedicated I was to making this movie a good one. The worst part was, we had to do that take 5 times. Exams was just a month away at that time, so I was under pressure when making this movie halfway through, while balancing exam revisions at the same time. So here I am, 5 years later, and I still love making movies. I seriously hope that once this shit blows over, I can not only make movies again, but work with others to reignite my drive to make more films. This is Firecone 21.
Take a little walk to the edge of town and go track, where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom as it shifts and cracks, where secrets lie in the border fires and